My name is Ed O'Sullivan. I'm the Executive Director of MassHire North Shore Workforce Board. Thank you all for coming this morning to help us promote youth summer employment here in Lynn. Just a couple of housekeeping things before we get started. If you haven't checked in, please do so before you leave. We'll be able to send out additional materials to you after the event, so that would be super helpful. We've got coffee and refreshments over here. We also have the all-famous Career Center swag for MassHire, so please help yourself. And also you'll notice around the room there's some posters that we posted that list questions about your first job. And take some time before you leave the networking event to write down your first job or any words of wisdom. We're going to use these during workshops that we're doing in the coming month to really bring it home to people about what kinds of jobs people started with here in Lynn, here in the region. So when we're talking about the future of our region, we're really talking about the young people here in this room and in our communities. Their first job, that first paycheck that they get, the first conversation they have with a manager, that really is important in the grand scheme of the world of work. It really builds community and it builds an economy that works for everyone. And that's exactly why we're here today, not just to celebrate what's been done, but to recommit to what still needs to be worked on, because our emerging workforce deserves every door we can open for them. This past fall, the Healey-Driscoll administration launched the Youth Employment Gateway Cities Learning Community Pilot Program. I am going to get that in a mouthful by the end of this summer. And we were selected as one of 4 pilot sites across the state to participate in this program. We're super proud to be a part of it, and we're learning a lot, and it's really going to strengthen us as we move into future summers. Through the leadership of Secretary of Labor and Workforce Development, Lauren Jones, we are making this a reality now. I want to thank Secretary Jones for bringing together employers, communities, and opportunities in ways that are changing lives and strengthening our region's economy from the ground up. Secretary Jones, on behalf of MassHire North Shore and our partners, thank you. Please join me in welcoming Secretary Lauren Jones.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now I'm going to start with a little bit of an exercise. If you are an employer, take 5 steps forward. Oh, come on. I know there's some companies in the room. If you are an employer, take 5 steps forward. We need you guys to get a little bit closer here. I'm not just talking to the empty space here. We are obviously engaging with each of you. All right, now, if you know an employer, you have a company in your Rolodex, you just talked to a business yesterday, you know someone that you can call after today's event, take 5 steps forward. All right, and now, if you live on the North Shore and you care about the North Shore and giving back to opportunities for our young people, take 2 steps forward. All right, thank you. How are you? Awesome. This is the community that we have here, just a slice of the community that I think we can continue to grow to make sure that we are investing in young people and our future workforce right here on the North Shore. When I think about summer jobs, I get super excited. More than 10 years ago, I joined Mayor Walsh in the city of Boston, and I was day one part of his staff, and literally week 1, I was given the task of planning in January for summer jobs. And even though I had different roles that carried with me throughout my time working for the Walsh administration, youth summer jobs always stayed with me, partly because I was passionate about it, partly because I found ways to connect with employers in the region, or in the city rather, and wanted to make sure that they were saying yes to summer jobs. And so ironically now, more than 10 years later, here I am with this wonderful opportunity working alongside Governor Healey and Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, and most especially mayors like Mayor Nicholson, so that we can reach more young people. Now here's the state of reality. We know that we have a very proven program that opens doors for young people, our Youth Works program. Who here loves Youth Works? Raise your hand. Love that for everybody, right? We do too. But we also know that because of funding, we have about 600 plus applications, yet 250 placements that we can achieve here in this region, the North Shore. So as we try to do the math isn't mathing quite fully, right? So how can we round that out? That is literally picking up the phone, person by person, thinking about your network, thinking about the amazing businesses that are right here in this city and this region, who over time can learn about the value of youth employment and why it's not only valuable for the young person, but it's valuable for the company. We have companies like Lynn Community Health Center and Salem Hospital who are saying yes to summer jobs because they know that this is a great experience. This is an opportunity where within your business, you can find that rising manager, that person that has potential, that person that could be a great supervisor, but you're not quite sure how to best open that opportunity for them. They can be the supervisor for your young people within the workplace. For when you open those doors and you have that young person coming in, yeah, maybe their first job, maybe it's their second job, but they are going to be looking to people within the workplace to get exposure, to learn about healthcare, to learn about financial services, to see themselves in great opportunities that they can pursue while they are in high school, but also as they think about their future beyond high school. So all of this matters to the success of our young people that are growing up right here in this city and region today, and why we're so invested as an administration to team up with you. So we have this long-winded, I don't even remember the title, Ed, of the community pilot program, but because we wanted to make it easier for everyone to lean in and say yes, we made it even easier. It's called the Youth Employment and Skills Initiative, so that you can say yes to youth employment. We think about it in the summer. We also think about it throughout the year. So here we are, wrapping up May. We have a sprint to get to the start of July, which is when a lot of the youth employment opportunities open up for summer jobs. Now, if anyone is on the fence trying to figure out whether they will say yes to summer jobs in 2026, I need you to get to the finish line by the end of this week, even next week, because we want to make sure you have the opportunity to engage meaningfully in interviewing bright, amazing young people. We can prepare you and your teams for supervising those young people and getting things ready for July. But I also realize that it may take more time, and that's why we have this network that Ed referred to, so that you can stay connected, learn the best practices that we've been cultivating here in Lynn, in Salem, and 6 great gateway cities across the Commonwealth. And we're going to continue to work on this initiative beyond the pilot because we know it will galvanize more people, both employers and young people, and help to provide the pathways that we know are so meaningful, not just in the schools, but also within our community to open up opportunities for young people to see a bright future for themselves in this city and beyond here in Massachusetts. So we are saying yes to summer jobs. We are saying yes to the bright future that we know we have here. And we really want to make sure that you all lean in. So who's going to say yes to summer jobs? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes to summer jobs. And with that, the champion who's really at this here in the city is Mayor Nicholson. I remember probably 18 months ago sitting down with him at City Hall, and he wanted to know how he could team up with us to think more about the intentionality in opening doors for young people. So I'm thrilled that we can continue to work together, and I'll bring up Mayor Nicholson. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 195 Market Street. We're so excited to have you all here. Thank you so much, Secretary Jones, for the introduction. Talk about drawing people in with your remarks. That was amazing. I don't know about the change there. I won't take it personally. And thank you, Ed, for convening this and for all your work on this, and to the whole Labor Workforce Development team, the MassHire team, the LPS team, many of the folks who are here, joining my colleague on the council, Natasha, Managing Manager, Ward 4, City Councilor, thank you for being here. We are so excited about our summer jobs program. We're so proud of the progress that we've made. We've grown leaps and bounds by making a commitment to that to our young people. A couple years ago, we made a commitment that we'd hire all the young people who wanted to work, and we had to drastically scale up the program, but we did it. But we were clear that commitment we can only make 1 year at a time because it's a big lift, and so we're still pushing for us to be in a position to continue to do that, and we should be able to do that. We are proud in this Commonwealth of our commitment to public education. We should be. And what makes a public school public is that anybody can go. You don't have to get lucky to get a spot that schools take you. And our entry into the workforce needs to have a stronger commitment from our society as a whole that this is important. I love school. I did well in school. I went to a lot of school. I was a professor for a bit. But school's not for everyone. And there are plenty of people that do well in school that then struggle when they get to the workforce. And there's plenty of people that struggle in school, and if they had a chance to be supported entering the workforce, they would have a different aspiration for what could result with a different path. And that's what we're doing with the Summer Jobs program. There is nothing better for someone's pride in their abilities and capacity to be relied on and to be able to deliver. And that's what our summer youth do. And they do different tasks and they do it in different ways, but someone is asking them to do something because it's important to that person, and then they do it and they are proud. And we are proud to support them in doing that. We want to do it more. For this to live up to its potential, the work experience needs to be authentic. So it's not like the government can go create a bunch of do-nothing jobs and expect people to get as much out of it. We want to work with employers. We want to give folks that actual feeling of being able to have helped a customer, have helped their boss, have helped their colleague, and be compensated for it. And it's going to do wonders for their future trajectory, particularly with other supports that we've been working around to give our students, to give the employers. I think it's in the businesses' self-interest to be creating a talent pipeline for their future. It's clearly in our collective public interest to be getting folks into good jobs, and the youth employment program is part of how we do that. So I'm so proud to be partnering with MassHire, with Labor and Workforce Development, with all of you as we seek to do that in Lynn. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you very much, Mayor Nicholson. Whenever we bring groups of employers and nonprofits together, we always like to think and hear from a participant that's in a program that we have sponsored in the past and really hear about their successes. We're fortunate today to have Pia Valles here to tell us a little bit about his journey, which has been really off the charts, and want to invite him up to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Okay. My name is Salo Aviles, but everyone calls me Pete. It's my nickname. I graduated from KIPP Academy Lynn Collegiate 2025, and I'm currently studying business administration with a concentration in marketing. First, I want to thank Secretary Jones for having me here today, and I also want to send regards from my boss, Francis Martinez. We were honored to have Secretary Jones as a guest speaker at the North Shore Latino Business Association's 13th annual gala. Last summer, my parents encouraged me to find a job, and honestly, I wasn't too excited. Then, I saw a City of Lynn summer jobs posting on Instagram, and I applied. That opportunity connected me to the North Shore Latino Business Association, where I started as a summer intern through the youth employment program. That experience changed a lot for me. At the North Shore Latino Business Association, I learned professional communication, networking, event coordination, marketing, and how much goes into supporting local businesses. Building community connections as well. More importantly, it helped me realize that business was truly what I wanted to pursue. Working alongside Francis Martinez made me even more motivated to continue my education and growing professionally. What started as a summer internship eventually turned into a full-time position, and today I work as Francis' assistant at the North Shore Latino Business Association. Every day I get to help with networking events, workshops, ribbon cuttings, and supporting local businesses throughout our community. It's been a new experience that helped me become more confident about my future and my career path. I'm incredibly grateful to the City of Lynn and this program, thank you, for giving young people opportunities like this, because for me, it turned into much more than just a summer job. Thank you.
Thank you very much, P. So that actually concludes the speaking portion of this networking event. I would really encourage people to stick around, enjoy some more coffee, some refreshments, talk with the MassHire staff. I'd just like the MassHire staff in the room just to raise their hands. If you all have any questions, we also, in addition to MassHire staff, we actually took on 5 interns over the past 2 weeks. Quite an accomplishment, and we're super excited about it. With regard to encouraging local nonprofits and businesses, if they cannot hire somebody, take them on as an intern, give them a stipend. It's also a really positive experience. We learn a lot from our interns every summer. They provide a lot of energy. So in conclusion, thank you all so much for coming this morning. Have a great rest of your day, and please hire a team.